An additional warning for today, folks. That word may is not accurate. Contents will offend the easily offended. We have lots to talk about, and some of it's going to piss some people off. If you are one of those special melty snowflakes, there you go. And hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Lord of the Crocker Squirrels here with some Opal Dragons.
Hello. And Squirrel, I gotta point out that you're not being diverse enough. You didn't include the corporately minded, because we may offend the corporately minded today.
Well, okay, Super NBA 2K fans, yeah, they're probably going to be pissed off at us because we have some shit to say about them. Anybody that enjoys the thought of minor attracted persons, they're gonna get pissed off. And Zoe Quinn fans, you guys can just fuck off now. M's Flames Melt Snowflakes. Woohoo! How you doing, Em? Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
So we're gonna do. So we got some SquirrelPlay. We got the game. We got some games of randomness, and actually, that's not the actual randomness. The randomness is going to be in what exactly we're going to wind up doing today. Why? Because we have a whole bunch of options, and we're going to try some of them. Although, if I'm being honest, I pulled out a bunch of stuff that I happen to like the thought of today. And now I'm going, and here in just a moment, here in a couple of minutes, like after we do some discussion, I put them all on the wheel. The wheel of magic. And hell, since it's my birthday, I figure I probably hand out some presents while I'm here. Okay, I know Opal's gonna want to rant, has a thing he wants to rant about, but I feel like being an ass and making him wait for a little bit, because I have something else I have something else to have a little bit of a chat about here. This hashtag Me Too thing, way the fuck out of hand, way out of hand. People are dying out there. They're freaking dying. Zoe Quinn leveled accusations at a game developer. Let me just grab his name, Alec Haloka. Now, I can't tell you whether or not anything she had to say was true, but given her history, I'm going to suggest not. But she decided, she elected to do this thing at exactly the time, at exactly the worst time. The guy pulled together quite a bit of money to put a game together by the name of Night in the Woods. And I'm telling you right now, I was kind of looking forward to having a look at that. That's never going to happen now. That game is dead. Because Zoe, because she's now in a position where she needs some more money, has decided to Me Too this guy. She wiped the game off the map, destroyed his career, and pushed him into a position where he went from a position where he was all good to go, everything's happy, well, mostly happy because crunch time sucks, into killing himself. And if any part of what she had to say was untrue, she should be facing charges. That is my decided opinion.
Yep.
I am not inclined to read the tweets again. I looked at it. I looked at it. I looked at it previously. She claims he took advantage of her while she was in a severe suicidal depression, and I find that damned unlikely. Of course, then again, I remember Depression Quest rather thoroughly. I'd like to. So one of the things I'd like people to stop doing is referring to Zoe Quinn as a game developer, because she really didn't. She hasn't actually developed any proper games at all. You can call Depression Quest a game. I call it a pile. I call it a pile of badly written crap. You put together an interactive storybook. People do this all the freaking time. That doesn't make you a game developer. That means that you wrote a thing and you managed to talk Steam into putting it out there. This particular woman, every time she runs out of money, every time she has a thing that fails, for example, Crash Override here relatively recently, Crash Override got broke, frankly. She gathered a bunch of money. She put together a bunch of money for another game, and then went on lavish vacations to Japan and such places. What's up there is yes, and yes, Main Gun, the cake is a lie. It's always a lie. Pie rules, and cake rules. Hey, how you? So what's going on with you, Main Gun? Now the copy of the story I have here is from Comics Beat, and no, it's not my favorite, but I read several others, and this is about as balanced as it gets. My question, of course, is regardless of what your mental state is, why the hell would you fly to a place on the promise that somebody else would buy you a plane ticket back? Why do you do that? Why would nobody with a brain in their head does this? I don't care how depressed you fucking are.
See, what bugs me is like with the people that always come out with these stories over and over again is, the fact that it's, they come out with one story and then they wait years and then they come out with another story and then they wait years again. It's like, why not come out with it all at once? And it's like, and the thing is it's also in the wording too. Which just makes me doubt it. Now, of course, no one can say for absolutely sure whether it did or did not happen. But, the fact that these are spaced out the way they are, it just bothers me. Because it's predatory. What they do.
It is. It really is. And he wound up killing himself over this shit. She freaked out, and then the folks over at Reset Era decided to assume that he was just being cowardly and not wanting to face up to his actions. I posit to you that he did this because he knew he was going to go from living to merely existing. I've been there. That's not a good place to be. I managed to claw my way out of it because I didn't have a Zoe Quinn on my list.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's when you don't have somebody hounding you. That's the only thing beneficial. Mine was, medical, just destroyed my life. But I carved out a niche for myself. But when you got somebody who gets the world set on you, I don't know how people can survive that.
A great number of people don't, and Alec here didn't. And that, to me, is the bigger crime. If it actually managed to get to the bottom of it before it turned into several thousand Twitter storms, and everybody lining up behind the grifter that is Zoe Quinn, then maybe it would have been a little more reasonable. Maybe I could have said, okay, let's. No, the man's dead. And he's dead because believe the victim. Absolutely fucking not. All right, that's the end of that. Next bit up, would everybody please lay off the minor attracted persons thing? This is not a valid way to do anything. What they're trying to do is normalize people that have a thing for children, for children. Just children. This is not acceptable.
Age.
Not acceptable under any circumstances. Don't do this.
Yeah. It's predatory. And it's scary how much we've been seeing lately. You know, men chasing young women, girls, and women chasing young men and young girls.
Didn't she on head do a video here recently about that? I haven't seen it, but
yeah.
Pardon
yeah, she wrote a blog post about how she was literally stalking this young
a 14-year-old boy.
14-year-old male that she was attracted to.
By the way, we're not talking about Shu. Shu made the video. There was another. They're talking. Yeah. We're talking about the woman she was talking about.
Yeah. She was talking about that was brought to her attention. This this person behind the Netflix series 12 Forever, and apparently this woman, whatever position she held, this woman who is responsible for the series, apparently she wrote a whole blog post because somebody sent you a message, don't watch this series 12 Forever, and posted a link to the producers, or no, the person's Tumblr post. And yeah, she ended up stalking and sneaking pictures and hoping for an opportunity to interact with the 14-year-old boy. And I think at the end of it, the closest she could get is interacting with the mother by giving the mother 2 free tickets.
Okay, again, don't do this. Admittedly, yeah. she's the hemophile. She's okay. She doesn't want the prepubescent kind, but there are far too many people that do, and those people need to be sorted out in some way, shape, or form. That preferably the versions that aren't deadly to them, and kept away from small children. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, especially small children.
Okay, we don't need to see this normalized and added to the LGBT community. Because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to normalize this particular behavior. And we can't have that.
If you got those feelings, go get yourself a real doll. Don't go stalking.
Actually, you know what's hilarious? Is that there was some guy in Canada that had actually tried that stunt, and had one specially made for that purpose in an undersized body.
Yeah, I got pissed at that.
And they arrested him. They arrested him for pedophilia and child porn. Wow. You know what, Silver? No. We started off with enough uranium. I'm pretty sure we've got a sufficient amount of lead to make that happen. And if we don't have enough, if we don't have enough lead, we can start using the uranium. It'll be better.
No, but to continue off of your point, Squirrel, I got pissed at that. I was so pissed at my country for that because I'd rather have them go after completely fictional stuff, especially fake people, than actual people. And until we can actually edit the mind and fix problems like that.
See that actually, something like that we really shouldn't do, and there's a reason for that. There are definite reasons for that.
Yeah, but like that something like that, that's another topic, but that should be voluntary. But as I said, until
even if it's a question of voluntary, there are always ways to make that involuntary. And if you want an example of that, I'm going to point you to China and Google and Facebook because they're all doing the same damn thing. All right. Yeah. You have okay. Now we have while I get set up for the randomness part of this, you get to do your rant. You've got 5 minutes. Go.
Okay. Oh. To start off, if anybody's good with photoshopping, if you could do this for me, I definitely want a meme of this about a 2K themed baby gift basket where it includes, of course, right at the front, have the default things, a baby bottle and some other baby item like a rattle or something. But then right behind the scenes, we need a copy of NBA's 2K20 a game, and then on the other side a bunch of casino chips because I am pissed about the BS of I know the Peggy. I remember the Peggy.
The Peggy 3.
Peggy. Organization. I can't remember what the North American one is. What's it called? But they have both labeled that game okay for 3-year-olds.
Yeah, you're talking about the ESRB, the Electronic Software Ratings Board.
George, thank you. And they both labeled that okay for pretty much any age. I think the lowest Peggy can do is 13. I mean, not 13. 3. That's the lowest they can do. And the EA, the DSP can do E for everyone. And so they've literally said that, and this is a game that has literally in it perfect replicas of gambling system that in one form or another end up starting off with the use of real money. And I don't mean as in real money as in to purchase the game. I mean as in if you want to play these games, insert credit card here each time you want to play. And then they have a chain of systems, to try and vary the transactions that literally let you gamble money away. Yet, Pokemon, pretty much a majority of the Pokemon games that have usually it's in just one little city, have a tiny big casino that uses no real money and doesn't even have a good representation of what a casino, of what a slot machine or a gambling table really looks like, gets either Peggy 12 or higher.
I think your average Pokemon game these days gets a rating of T.
Well, I can't remember what. Yeah, T for on this side, meaning it's for teenagers.
Okay, hang on a second, Mangun. Hang on a second here, Opal. Mangun, we're actually talking about 2K games and their and NBA 2K20, including its slot machine, that you could use to buy loot boxes.
Yeah, and it's got a Pico. It's got a Pinko machine.
Pachinko?
It's got a few things. Yep.
Okay.
You know.
Ridiculous. Long story short, ridiculous people are ridiculous, and they need to be stopped. I really don't want to see government regulation come into place here, but damn, the law now needs to catch up with the technology.
I know it's gotten so bad. We have no choice but to literally go to the government. I have to admit, I'm with Squirrel. I don't like the government needing to regulate this, but the problem is
they refuse to regulate themselves. They refuse to regulate their own behavior, and if you can't regulate your own behavior, then you need mom and dad to do it for you. Yeah. And I'm not Pokemon phobic. If I can actually, one of these, I'm actually wanting to see if I can't put my hands on copies of Pokemon Sword and Shield, or at least one of the two. I honestly don't care which, because what I'll probably do is just is work with Opal via friend code. Since I have the hardware to do it, I might as fucking well.
Yeah.
not Pokemon phobic. I actually thought that the Pocket Monster series was really pretty tasty. And
I like Pokemon.
I cannot tell a lie. I have actually played most of the mainline Pokemon games. Yeah. Most of them, not all of them. I missed a couple. I've got a copy of I still have a copy of Pokemon Moon running around here somewhere. I had White and Black as well as White and Black 2, and I've currently just got Black 2. Or no, it's White 2 I've got. But I've played Pokemon games through the years.
Yeah. I played the early ones. Sadly, I never got a DS or stuff, so I could, but I played the early ones, and then I liked the Pokemon trading card game. I played that too. I wasn't into the series, but I did I honestly like Pokemon. I even played Pokemon Go and stuff like that. I
played Pokemon Go a little bit. As far as what about parents not buying the game for their kids? The parents probably should. As far as I'm concerned, NBA 2K20 at this point might as well be set up as might as well be given a rating of MA75, as in don't sell that shit to anybody under the age of 75.
Yeah. And I think a couple of YouTubers pointed out the connection between some of these rating boards and some of these game companies that are getting, somehow, not qualifying for these, restrictive ratings. Like 2K, I think, has somebody who's connected within the upper class of the. I can't remember the positions, but I remember that was somebody on the board for 2K is also on the board for Peggy.
Yeah, we can't have that. Pikachu is was a form of long-eared mouse with a quirky little tail that throws lightning bolts at shit, which made him good against pretty much anything going until you ran into an Onix or something similar. Earth-type Pokemon don't can tolerate electricity all fucking day, which I found cool too. Anyway, so that's not getting us here, there, or anywhere, and we've just spent the last 20 minutes here. Your time's up, by the way, Mr. Opal Dragon.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much done.
I thought I'd say you asked you've been a good streaming partner for all this time. You haven't asked for much. You asked for this one. I said okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah. I needed it to get it off.
Yeah.
But if I could if anybody could do who's got Photoshop skills could do as a favor, I'm not demanding it, but if you had the kindness of your heart, do a 2K gaming or baby shower basket.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. So either way, this isn't getting us where we need to go. So let's do the thing. Stop that. My mouse is still being all squirrely. This mouse is in dire need of replacement. It really needs to be replaced, and I don't have $50 to do it with. All right. So, y'all ready for this one?
Yep, let's go.
All right. Let's spin the wheel. On the subject of gathering, on the subject of gambling, what are we doing today? Ooh, let's play Digital Devil Saga. And yes, Main Gun, that's exactly right. They'd have to do that here. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what's actually on the freaking wheel, I probably should have said. Probably should have let you guys have a look first.
Yeah.
Let me do. Let's do. First off, let's do that. And we'll just turn that off. We'll save that here real quick. And that should pop the thing back up. There we go. So we've got a couple of options here. Here are our options. Okay, going from top all the way around. That first one is Kerbal Space Program, which is got kind of mangled because the wheel's really just not big enough. The Phantasy Star series, Grundia, the Bard's Tale, Digital Devil Saga, and RPG Maker MV. Yeah, I do my best there, Am. So, shall we go with the exit roll, or do we want to go again now that everybody knows what's on it?
Yeah, let's go again.
All right.
Can you make it spin for? Can you set it to spin for quite a while?
I did turn. I was kind of weird, and turned the slowdown rate down a bit.
Yeah.
So it won't just.
Because when you first popped it off, it seemed to spin real quick.
It did. All right. Actually, let's do that. All right. Best guess, this should take about a minute or so. Oh, nope. Stop. I did that wrong. Okay.
That was a much better spin.
However, that wasn't the way I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
We'll get a better spin there. You'd elude my mouse, huh? That ought to be good. You know what, Silver? I'd probably ship it. If I had a replacement for it, I'd probably ship the damn thing to you just so I could see that happen. Come on. What's it gonna be? We're gonna get. Ooh. It likes the Bard's Tale. Are there any objections at this point?
Yeah, no, go for it. Even though I want to grant you, go for it. Just go for it. It's what landed.
What?
I was teasing you by trying to make like I'm whispering. Not that he didn't rig it.
Actually, believe it or not, they're all set exactly the same.
I know, it's a joke. It's a joke.
That thing in the red is RPG Maker MV, and that would mean not playing a game, but making one. Which I'm still going to do at this point. I loved it. Actually, believe it or not, it's not. It's an old Logitech something. It's a Logitech. It's actually one of those Logitech Ergo mice. They still make them. They still sell them. It's the MX. All right. So, time to put the wheel away for a little while. Already oh yeah, that's actually the problem I've been having. But then this mouse is I don't even know how old this mouse is. I've had it, God's at least 5 or 6 years.
Oh yeah, that's about the length of a mouse.
Well, it's actually,
Yeah.
believe it or not, the average lifespan of a mouse is supposed to be between 18 and 24 months. This one's been around longer than that. These batteries, the batteries that are in it are the rechargeable kind that it insists on having, and they've been in the mouse since day one. Can't make a life
You're just
out of
not
it.
trying hard enough.
Sorry about that, Silver. All right, so I'm gonna break out the wheel again.
I want to get him a vertical mouse, or try and encourage him to get a vertical mouse.
Well, I don't actually have a problem with that.
Just might not be able to afford the fancy one he has on his wish list.
All right. Now I'm gonna do this again. And still in the spirit of gambling, there are 4 Barge Tale games that we can do. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're now going to roll to see which one we're going to spin to see which one we get. Before I do that, though, that last spin was a little longer than I wanted. We don't need a huge long one. We don't need a huge long one for this purpose, anyway. Let me know how that goes for you, dude. All right, let's see how this one goes. Which Barge Tale are we playing? There are 4 of them, and we have access to all 4.
Oh, I see how you did it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Let's play Barge Tale 1. All right, let me grab the Barge Tale trilogy here real quick. All right. Boop. Actually, technically, there's a 5th Barge Tale game, but nobody cares about that. And now I've turned that off. Off, I said. There we go. Your desired spin result didn't happen. Which one were you looking for there, Silver? No, that's actually a serious question. Because the first 3 Barge Tales can be a little awkward for some people, for some types. So if it was Barge Tale 4, then maybe that would be a thing. Or I could say fuck it and not bother with the gambling part and break out something interesting. What are you doing? Stop it, Discord. We're not allowed.
Discord being naughty again.
Ah. Anybody else object to the idea of watching me try to put together a game?
Sure.
Anybody else? Anybody object? That's the question. Because I don't actually object.
Distract Silver. Then maybe he'll forget about tracking me down and
RPG Kaboom Tank. Ooh, Kaboom. No, RP. I'm not. Okay. I'm having a hard time parsing that. There, main gun. Maybe somebody could describe that.
Yeah.
Actually, sure. I'm not even sure. RPG. I'm not even sure. me just check something here. Can I? I'm not even sure I can do this directly. I might have to do screen captures. Oh yeah, I would have to do it. I'd have to do it with screen capture. That's kind of rude and retarded. Window capture. Cause there's RPG Maker MV, and I'm definitely. We're going to be doing this at some point. We're going to be doing this. I'm still waiting to see what Main Gun is thinking here with that comment. I'm not. See, because actually just whipping out the engine really doesn't work very well as far as I'm concerned. Oh, this is going to be great. That's not going to work well at all, is it? All right. I mean, all right. Give me a second while I get something. While I do a little bit of cleanup here. I'll put all this in here for right now, and some of them up there. RPG Kaboom Tank. Oh, okay. I thought you were having an objection of some kind.
Okay.
I haven't. Believe it or not, I have not actually. I have not actually watched that movie, and I probably should do that. All right. So I have to do. If we're doing RPG Maker, I have to do this as a complete desktop capture because there's no other way to do it. Somehow or another, it's not recognize. It doesn't recognize as a game or any other such similar thing. I have to give me just a second here. There. Why is this? Okay, who did that? Somebody turned the stream boss off. Rawr.
Oh, yeah. Well, I might be able to take a punch at the stream boss next month, but
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
This month, but late. I should say next week. I have to see everything.
I could go back to the original plan. No, I got it. I got this. I did actually promise you guys I did at one point actually promise you guys I think it was just last week I promised you a game dev stream. So let's do that.
Not a problem.
All right. Stop that! What the hell are you doing? Quit that. Wow, that's just friggin' retarded. What the hell are you doing? All right.
Is your system fighting with you?
No, I want Discord to stop telling me that I could pop that I could actually pop that up. I didn't actually. Funnily enough, I didn't actually set a date for that. I just kind of said I was going to do one at some point in the near future. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, it's much like Trails of Cold Steel. You know, he keeps saying that, or Trails in this, whatever. He keeps saying he'll do them, but you know, never sets a date.
Quiet, you.
Oh, you love me. You know it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so. Alright, here we go. Very, very basics. Make sure I've got everything I want. And actually, let's start with the character generator, shall we? Because this guy looks Like, yeah, no. Okay. Males, females, and children's. Huh. Weird. How the hell does that work? Coffee breaks over. Okay. You have fun with that, main gun. We'll see you soon enough. Actually, MV did actually have a lot of really fun things that it had all over. There was a lot of there was a lot of really fun and interesting stuff that went on with that.
I might have to watch the stream delayed in the thing to really get a appreciation of what's going on.
Yeah, you might actually.
Yeah, because sometimes I can see things and then it'll just suddenly get really blurry. But
All right.
it's kind of cool the creation there.
Okay, first off, ditch the hair in the front, dude. You don't need it. And I could probably do this one. Maybe not that one. This one? Let's see. Eye holes. Now looks frustrated. Who the hell are you? Beastie ears. We can do beastie ears of several types. So you get the cat, the cow, moo cow, the piggy, and there's for the mouse. That looks like it could be. That looks like it's supposed to be Chihuahua, or not Chihuahua, koala. Yeah, that thing. All right. Then we have a variety of those. Okay, let's go with eyebrows. And we're gonna make those kind of darker. What? Click, clack, trigger check.
You gotta see what I said.
Oh, no option for if there's no options in creating children. Yeah, well, shit happens. All right. Now I do not actually have a title for this thing yet. No wings. You got any accessories we can do with this? Oh no, I don't like that one actually. Nope. And for those, we actually have to have the front hair or it just doesn't fly. If it's going to look right, we have to have the front hair on it.
This character creation thingy looks really cool.
It does actually look kind of interesting.
I wonder if people have created more content for it.
Oh, there's a boatload of content for it. That's not the issue.
Oh no, I just wonder.
The question, the actual question you're going to run into is how much money do you want to put up for it? Because some of the
yeah.
There we go. That'll do.
Yeah.
I put glasses on him at the same time, but that seems like it would be overkill. What do you think? Glasses and goggles?
Goggles, maybe. I don't think glasses, no. He doesn't got the look for glasses.
Yes, Mr. Trichologist, because I have to prove that I can put my money where my mouth is. And just once, it won't hurt me to do that.
So what you're saying is you're better than most executives.
Yeah, I know, right? What's up with that? All right, face images. The walking character sprite. Damage character. The character having been hammered. And in combat, including flat on his freaking face. We're just going to go ahead and save this out right here. Because I actually like have to. I would actually have to. The RPG. If you're gonna do RPG Maker games, RPG Maker's character editor works very, very, very well. I won't forget to export the sprites. I know that. That's kind of a thing. All right. See, Bachelor sprite. Export your butt. The character damage for the exports of.
Yeah, I really like that. Would be nice to have. Would have been nice to have.
The walking character won't change very much. And now the question, because I'm actually I don't want to do just one here. I want to see if I can get some more. Fine. I'll just save it here and. I'll have to make some more later. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that now because I actually just need one. Oh, cool. I can. That means I can actually do that. I need one. I need at least one more here. Nope. Tools. Here is the character generator again. This time, I actually have to do it twice. Believe it or not. All right. We'll go with that. Look at the stuff on the front. Nope. Better. I think it's actually the same options here. That'll work.
Ooh, I like that character.
What?
She's cute.
She's not done yet.
Oh, no, right. Yeah, she's not done. But so far, she's initially looking cute.
Yeah, well. So Freckles in here?
That was cute. You're sticking out her tongue.
What?
I know I'm behind, but it's.
Say what?
I know I'm behind. You went past the point. You went past the point on the mouth where she stuck out her tongue, and that was just cute. Yeah, sorry I'm behind because it's the only way I can get a clear image of what you're doing.
Not for this one. Okay. No tail. Now the clothing is the problem. Because what she's wearing is.
Silver's my new favorite.
What?
Silver is my new favorite.
Give her green hair. No, actually, that's next. Oh, there's more. Cool. That'll teach me to think. All right. I know why there's more, because, well, women's clothing tends to be like that. There's more options, and therefore you're going to wind up with more stuff. No, not that, nor this. You know what? That's actually really strange and silly. How the hell does that work? That's just going to look stupid regardless. Hi. Okay, we're all good now. Yeah, hey Crypto, welcome to the stream, man. The 47th lap has expired. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh. He had a nope in his bag.
Oh, what?
Nope. He had a nope in his bag.
Nope.
Nope.
You know what? If we could, if I had the artwork for that, we'd do it. And of course the battler. We export to that. Major League Gaming glasses. That would be fun, I think. All right. So now that we're all set with that, we've got 2 characters, and we're going to do one more. Now we'll go back into the character generator, and we'll start again. And we definitely want we want another female here. How's that look for you, Opal?
So wait until it catches up.
Did you name it Lucas? Ha 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 ha! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, there we go. Yep. That's not too bad. An aqua color.
There are several other versions of green. We've got that emerald color there. That's kind of a pale sea green.
Oh, that's not bad.
I actually kind of like this aqua.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's not bad. The aqua's not bad. I have to wait until it catches up. That's not too bad either. Oh, well, of course I'm gonna like that emerald green there. Pale one's not too bad. Yeah, I would go with either the one you're on or the pale green one. Those were both nice.
Yeah, well, they actually have 4 greens here: jade, emerald, aqua, and sea. And I'm having a preference for aqua because I don't know. I don't think I've ever made a character with color like that.
As long as you don't impart the actual Aqua from Kunosova.
Yeah,
Last
probably
thing
not.
we need is the character crying throughout the whole game.
Oh, there you go. There's a hairstyle for you. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, I have to wait till you catch up. Oh, I hate this sometimes.
Derives it after. So I named what you named it derives from a stormtrooper from Star Wars. If he's gonna die by snoo snoo. I like this thing. I like what we've got going on here. I think it's cute. All right. So, ears.
I might go with a little bit longer hair, but
There's not much really here for actual eye shapes. It seems like they're all about the same, except with different. Maybe not that. No, that's.
last one on. If you want to make it a female character, last one on the list really gave it a female look with the short hair. That one's kind of androgynous. That the third from the second one on the bottom there kind of gives it an androgynous look. Well, you might please some people by putting a non-binary character in there.
Not just, you know what? I don't give a shit about those people.
I know, it's just teasing. Oh, we'll teach your humor one of these days.
Oh, one of these centuries, maybe. I don't know. You might get there, and you might not. Boop. Let's see. Ears. And tail. There we go. No wings. Time to change your clothes, girl. Yeah, the eyes in the generator are a bit odd, and I wish we had more options for it, but apparently we just don't. Pink. Oh, almost no pink in that, okay. Well, I did say I'd find you one, didn't I, Silver? And actually, let me change the front. Maybe I can get the other ears covered up. Damn it. That's not working. Which one did I have a minute ago? Not that. Not this. No.
Uh-oh. It went swirly for me. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, please tell me it didn't just do that.
Well, I'm really tight to the feed, so it could have been just a small hiccup.
Well, it's entirely possible that you're... Yeah, I know. That's actually a problem that's a problem I'm having currently. because those ears are going to be there no matter what.
Well, you see, they just have quadra hearing rather than bilateral hearing.
Well, you know what? Actually, Silver, I might. Here's the fun part. I might actually be able to get it where I might be able to get it out of there. At least for the face shot.
But I have to agree with Silver on that one, though. I hate because a lot of animes do that too. You see the little cat, you see the little animal ears, and then you see
that they have that somebody added regular ears to them for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean,
okay. Actually, Silver, if you would do that, that would be freaking brilliant.
Oh.
That would be good. Ears, because if you could either do a blank variation for the ears, which could create problems in and of itself, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah, they don't give you a non-option. Oh.
To a walking character. Damage character. Well, to be honest with you, I'm only gonna do. I'm just gonna right now. I'm just gonna make a pass. Right, I'm not even gonna do all the sprites myself at the moment. So,
well, we'll just say they have that this character has quad planar hearing. So you can't hide from this character.
Could just be an atavism. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So I need to. Yeah, we are in event mode. Where'd it go? All right. Most everything goes best in. You're actually going to start with. If this is actually where you're going to start this here. Oh, jeez. All right. This is going to require some doing. And that's supposed to have an S on it. This is for the walks. And there's that. Okay. None. Okay. None. Okay. Here we go. Cleared that one because we don't need it. Not for this anyway. Number 2 is Emery. All right, and there you go for Emery. And Marsha's going to get her name changed because reasons.
I'll look up what a grass spider looks like.
I'm going to put them all in order. I'm actually going to set up custom classes for them later. Where'd you go? I'm actually.
Oh, we just call.
What?
Oh, I was looking up what a grass spider looks like because Crypto was talking about it. Oh, we just call them funnel spiders up here.
Wait a minute.
After
the database
after
is always going. The database is going to be one of those things that needs to happen, and I need to. And our friend the map is going to be a big thing today. Actually, you know what this is? I need an indoor map. There we go. That'll do it. How the hell are you gonna? What's this crosshatch? Wow, you know, I spent several hours working with this some time ago. All right. Okay, now I need the event editing mode because I need this guy over there. There you go. It's so tempting to just be really rude and obnoxious at this. Oh, there we go. We can do that. Hmm. This is all supposed to be sci-fi crap.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know why I never got into more sci-fi. Why I've always been more of the fantasy RPGer, but
Well, that's a new thing.
What's
No, I just saw something terrifyingly new, something I hadn't actually seen happen before.
what?
It'll actually tell you what the hell it's talking about.
Mm.
What the hell it is you're looking at.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that is nice.
And this area is actually going to be a lot smaller than it currently looks. Oh look, a roulette table. How it's freaking standing.
Oh, that matches the theme.
I know I can multi-select tiles. The problem, of course, is getting them to actually do the thing I want them to do.
Oh, don't put that table in there, by the way, because if you do, you're gonna get a Peggy 12 rating.
I don't care if I get an AO. I don't.
Well, the only thing you have to do is change that is just make sure that when the player clicks on it, they're asked for a credit card, and then
Yep.
then you get the E for everyone rating.
I know, right? I mean, what the hell is up with that?
I know.
Pillar actually, believe it or not, actually needs some freaking walls. Proper walls. Those are pillars. This is pretty much just junk.
I like.
Hey, how you doing there, Rose? Long time no visit. I haven't seen you in forever. The last EC rated game? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Early childhood.
Oh.
I know I had to look it up because I've never heard that one before.
The last one I remember, I don't remember the last one I saw actually. No, wait, I do remember actually. It was actually, it was Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster and Elmo games on the Wii. All right. Right now we're just right now I'm setting up a really basic little map, so that we can do a thing. Bridge. Wire mesh walls. You know what we do? Let's do. That is decidedly not what I was looking for. But I know now what I have to do. Should be able to change the layer. was actually, believe it or not, the Cookie Monster game that I'm talking about. It was Cookie Monsters Counting Carnival. And that was a game I had no problems handing to my then 3-year-old. And for the record, he's 9 now. But no, I didn't have any problem handing that shit to him. Why would I do such a silly thing? Well, I should think it would be it should actually come out halfway obvious. And Elmo had an A to Z Zoo Adventure. That was the other one. But I handed that off to the kidlet, and if he wanted to play something else, or what have you, then he had to actually get through and beat that. He had to get through and beat one of those games. Well, sometimes that happens. Potato tablets are not a hard thing to believe. They're really not. All right. So back to the gross architecture, and I'm actually not doing this the way I should. That's looking a lot more cozy now. Now all I need is a little sliding door, and I'm all set, at least for this. Because of course I'm not going to find one of those here. That's a window. Don't need a window. Don't want a window. I need a door. Refrigerator. There's a locker. I could put a locker down. Oh, that's actually. I'm going to have to remove a couple things here. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do that. All right. And now we see that the room is not exactly sized the way I wanted it to be, but I don't actually have to give a shit at the moment. So eventually there will, in fact, be 4 crew members. I put together 3 this time just so it could be done. Shipping container. I need a friggin'. What the hell do they do to my doors? There's actually only 2 chairs in this room too, and that's the sad part of it. There's got to be some doors right here somewhere. That's windows. There's no doors. That's just a hole. Stairs. Metal bridge. Alright. Put this here. Actually, no, that's a bad place for it. Put it there. So there's actually a place for people to walk. So we can actually get some space for people to walk around. Gonna guess that there's just not a way for me to do that. There used to be doors.
Are you trying to show us the door, Squirrel?
Yeah, if I was trying to show you the door, you'd know it by now. You stay there.
He still hasn't learned humor yet.
Yeah. The rules are, they did relax the rules on window resolution and map size, which is good in a great many ways, since this is actually going to be let's do this then. Back to mapping mode. The shadows can stay where they are. Good space. Good. There we go. Here's our basic map. Actually, believe it or not, the game is theoretically playable at the moment, but there's really nothing to do. All right, so I need another event. I need one here. You stay where you are. Okay, that's the character generator. Right. There's. Got it. No switch. Actually, you know what? I can't. Oh. Don't want to do that. That's for searching it.
That's awesome.
Wow. You know what? I forgot how to do that. Okay.
Forgot how to do what?
I need to grab the database is what I need to do. Or not. Common events. There we go. No. To generate, what I need to do is generate a new event. That's plugins. No, I don't need the resource manager. I don't need that either. I'm trying to remember how to create a new event so that I can put, we're in event mode. Trying to create a new event so that I can, trying to remember how to create a new event. I'm gonna put the other two characters for the game in this room. Oh, well, that'd do it. That's the one. We'll put Emery there. Not walking. Oh, show text. Got to go to Red Robin here in about half an hour. Oh, okay, cool. The stream's supposed to end in about 45 minutes.
I'm glad you missed my comment. Silver wants to know how much experience you have in RPG Maker.
You know what? I haven't. I've spent hundreds of hours in earlier versions of RPG Maker. This one here, I've only got about 6 hours in, just for the moment, and it's been quite a while since the last time I tried even.
What about you, Silver? How much experience have you had in the new one versus the others?
Yes, by the way, that's placeholder text. Show text. Okay. All right. Let's, there you go. That one. Apply that. Close here. Now I'm going to re-edit this real quick.
I'm gonna, for those people who are into RPG Maker but want to do, who are also have a level of storytelling skills, there might be another program or service that you might want to take a look at. I think there's a couple, but this one I know of is called Campfire. I do believe they're working on a new one that does really good world building management. If you ever want to build a, and I'm thinking maybe if you pair it with, it could actually go quite well with RPG Maker.
Funnily enough, I actually have. I've actually got the some story basics going on. I already have some idea of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to go about it. I just have to get there from here. And before we do anything else, yes, we're going to change the game. NSFG, by the way, stands for New Science Fiction Game. Ugh. What? Cannot read property render. Oh gods, really? File, save the project. I'm not even sure what the hell it thinks it's doing. For some reason I can't test it without shit. Oh. Is it going to do the same thing? You just pop that and now it's doing nothing. Oh, well, that's not working, is it? This is why we do these things.
What? are you saying you need to bug test? Jeez, who needs to bug test these days? Aren't devs perfect?
Never. Is it going to do the same thing? I bet it will. It's going to run the music and have nothing. Fine. Okay. Wow, what's it doing? Oh, it seems like it wants to be retarded. Let's turn the auto detect off. Database. System. Right, so why aren't we getting... We'll apply that. Types, terms, systems. Somehow or another, it seems like I think I'm gonna have to do something here because apparently whatever Jason it thinks it's working with or it needs, it's not getting. So I'm just gonna all right. I'm gonna shut this down for a second, and after I save, and then we're gonna go. And then we're going to verify everything as far as integrity goes, because that looks like it might actually be the problem. Okay, don't need that. You guys can check out the thing briefly while I grab this out. Who needs hearing? Campfire technology. See, that's the thing I've ever... You know what? I am actually going to be... You know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to grab that link real quick. Not because I necessarily think that I need it, but it might actually be amusing to look at.
Yeah, I got another source here, another tool that's a little more diverse. I'm not sure which is better. Somebody would have to look into them, as I have like crappy storytelling skills.
I'm pretty sure my job. I'm pretty sure it's always been my job to tell the stories.
Yeah.
World Anvil. Now, there's a place I've actually looked. There's a place I actually know about.
Well, I figured since we're doing this type of stream, I may as well get some resources for people.
You know what? It doesn't actually hurt. Is a good part of making a game is having a story.
Yeah.
Even if it's kidnap princess, jump on critters for 8 levels, and beat the bad guy.
Yeah, like if you look at Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI, in all honesty, those games have pretty default looking engines. I mean, the graphics are pretty neat, but a lot of other games have used that framework to do things. But the thing is both those games had really good stories, well, at least for 6, that's what really attracted me to 6 was just the in-depth, all the little stories they had running in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 2D sprites had been done so much. So many games have done. Well, even the Dragon Warriors, the story kept getting more and more. They kept getting more and more story to the series. And
but you also Mr. Opal Dragon have to look at time frames. And time frames are kind of interesting. Because in the late 80s and early 90s, you had a real problem with cartridge-based systems and actually getting shit to work around it.
Yeah.
As you, especially when you're talking about the NES, once you get into cartridges with larger capacities, the possibility for larger capacities, for example, the Genesis, you could get games like Phantasy Star 2, Phantasy Star 2 and 3, but even 4 required a monster update to what the Genesis was capable of parsing before it could be before Phantasy Star 4 could even be realized. But in the meantime, you also had Secret of Mana, and Final Fantasies 4, 5, and 6. 5 kind of fell on its face, somewhat fell on its face in the story department, but that's just kind of my opinion. Not that it didn't have one, and not that the narrative didn't the narrative you had going on didn't kind of push you along through the game naturally, which is what a good story will always do. And that's actually the other thing we got going on here is that that was actually a problem I have with Final Fantasy VII. It was a major hole in Final Fantasy VII. I know a lot of people love the story that it had, except that it really didn't have very much of one. You go here, you meet this person, they join your team, and very few of them had any real reason to do it. They're all drawn to the central character for reasons that nobody gets.
It was really disjointed. I think the big thing with 7 was the changeover. More people were attracted to going that 3D look.
Okay. Now, here's the fun part. If they had ended Final Fantasy VII, if they'd restricted Final Fantasy VII to Midgar, they'd have been fine. Because they started out with we've got this story bits. If you want to go do this, you're going to need to do all these other things. And the story worked. After we got out of Midgar, it just kind of it started to fall apart, and then really never came back together. There's a couple of really good scenes. For example, the death of Eris. That was another section where they actually had story, or something like it. They're at the end of disc 1. But disc 2 is just one big getting to that section though was one great big disjointed mess. It really was.
So I'll give it this. On the sections, whenever it would do a story chunk, I'll give them this. They did put a lot of effort in it. They made the animations, the movies, and they had, for that short bit, you got kind of hooked into. But yeah, when you kind of reflect back on it,
they kind of cut you loose after that.
Yeah, it felt like a whole bunch of related stories just shoved together, that had a weak connection, was in the same world, happened at the same time, but they were their own separate stories. One character just happened to constantly come across.
Good to hear, Rose. Anyway, moving right along, there's also a tip. But in anything like that, there's a tipping point. And that tipping point for me tended to circle around Final Fantasies 10 and 13. If you want some examples, but yeah, 10 and 13 were actually the examples of story taking a front seat. And anything you might have wanted to go do was the back seat. Pretty hallways.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me And this is the thing that really pissed me the fuck off, honestly. We get Final Fantasy X, which is really just a set of hallways. Not much more than that. You don't have very many great big open spaces. It takes the game a while to pick up, and the story there's really just a premise to thread it all through, and they do their best to turn it into a story, and it just doesn't work. That was 10. So Final Fantasy X got Final Fantasy VII Disease of the Story Department, and Final Fantasy 13 got Final Fantasy X's freaking pretty hallway problem. What pisses me off is in between those two games, we had Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 got back to the balance that they had got back to that really good balance they had for 4, 6, and 9. They did good. And then when they went to 13, they had 3 games for 13, and they just didn't ever get it back. 15 shares some things in common with shares a few things in common with 12, and unfortunately 10. And really, what you got there is you got kind of an overarching thing going on, but it never seems to quite come together. And then they rushed 15 out the freaking door because everybody was freaking screaming about that game. And they apparently neglected to make a large chunk at the end of the game. Which I'll give them, the one thing I will give them is they did actually go about finishing it. But damn, we shouldn't have had to have gone through that much crap for it. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
You see the same thing in between Mass Effect and Mass Effect. The difference. You see the difference between Mass Effect and Mass Effect 3. And you get again, and similarly, Dragon Age and Dragon Age 2. If you have any other requests for other resources, then by all means, let's go ahead and get that.
Yeah, I had to qualify RPG design resources. Sprites might be a little trickier if anybody's asking me for sprite.
It says it managed to validate all the files. I just don't understand why it's not doing the thing, and that needs to stop doing what it's doing before it slows shit down. All right, let's go back to RPG Maker and see if we can't find out why it's not doing the thing it's doing, or it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I should say. Because apparently whatever just on that was, it's just not flying. Okay, now it's doing a thing.
Cool.
I don't know what nw.j is. It's a JavaScript file, actually. I don't know what nw.js is, actually. Alright. So. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No. Oh, holy shit. See, this is why you want to do these things.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so the events themselves are working, but I gotta take care of the tail. That's not gonna work.
Yeah,
the characters
Squirrel
exist.
doesn't want to have tail. He wants to chase tail.
Well, the chase tail, I could probably get one of those going on here too. Yeah, see, we got. Now he's chasing some tail. How about that? All right. They're all marked as hero, and I don't. You know that. Formation. We're gonna switch you two. There you go. Nope, that's gonna be wrong. We don't need him there. All right. See, now the tail is being properly chased. You see it right here. There's going to be an event right about here to take them to the next compartment back. That's not a thing that I have done yet, but I do actually need to get these other two out of the frickin' party. So let's go ahead and end the game. 2, 3. And apparently I need an option to make that shit go away. And now that I'm not paying, now that I was doing that, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Yeah. All right.
I gotta ask Rose about the oops you put in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. We'll figure it out.
I want to know if her girlfriend found her furry porn collection yet.
Those are acting.
Come on, everybody has one. No one admits to it. Everybody has one, but no one admits to it.
Actors, classes, skills, items, weapons, blah 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 blah. The sad part of it is I'm actually going to have to strip things out at some point. Okay, we'll clear that one. No, wait a minute. Change the maximum to 4. Actually, change the maximum to 500 because we're gonna need lots of shit going on here. That's not necessarily people, but it'll be things. Cut. There we go. Haha. Now we got it. That part's going to work properly now. And we're just going to change this to for credits because that's going to be a thing. Ooh, I can use side view battles. Kick ass. And we'll go ahead and give. I admit nothing. Oh, geez. You have like one mage. Interesting. Actually, you know what though? I'm gonna say a thing here real quick, and Opal can be mad at me if he wants. You probably have better luck making a Gambeson out of him rather than Boots.
Gambeson.
Although, if you really wanted to, you could if you really wanted to, and you really good with it, you could probably do just as well with a nice jacket and a pair of pants or a skirt, depending on your preference.
A kilt. I would make a good kilt.
Oh, do you want to be a kilt now? That's going to be better for you?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's try that again.
I want to be against the buff. If I have to be a pair of outfits, I want to be against the buff.
We could make a whole outfit out of you. Oh, that's interesting. Let's save it again. Okay. Because actually, RPG Maker games don't really like coming up in the thing. What did you do? Okay, Discord, piss off.
You might have to shut down Discord just to stop it.
I really don't want to do that if I don't have to. I thought I told it to... Wow, you know what? I'm thoroughly impressed now. Am I going to have to recheck everything? Now, I know for a fact that at some point or another, I told... let's go ahead and... You know what? I'm just going to deploy it for Windows and see what happens. Oh, wait, I'm going to throw it on the desktop because reasons. Creating a distro package. That error is... yeah, I know. I don't even know what nw.js is. Mm-hmm. And well, it says it did it. I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there it is. So part of it. Can't continue when there's nothing to continue. There you go. That's better. And you're in dash mode. Okay, so that actually works. No place to go from here, though. Alright, I'm actually going to have to... Sad part is I have to take this map and move it a little bit. That's okay, though. I'll get over it. Actually, don't need... Well, that's interesting. Now that I know what nw.js is, I can just download the damn thing. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, I may. That's actually that wouldn't necessarily be a problem. And actually, it's, I just all I really need to do with that at that point is work out exactly how big the room is and then just do it, because I didn't want to use the whole thing. I think it's initially 7 by 13. If that is 0, 0, that is 9, 0, so it's 10 by 11. All right, map mode. And edit. Seriously? Okay. Nope, that's the database. Don't need that. I need something. Oh, that's right. It needs to be 10 by... Oh, there you go. All set. There you go. Fixed. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know anybody that doesn't remember that. Or at least nobody over the age of 35. Most of us will remember Woody Woodpecker. It's too bad that Woody died, actually, or he seems to have died. If you could type that way, Rose, the tablet can't have completely shut itself. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen a tablet shit itself.
Yeah.
Of course, usually it's my children that are killing my freaking hardware. Let's start with a new one. So you know what? Let's keep the. I'm gonna do what I can to keep the map sizes consistent. Although I think I'm gonna make this one a little bit longer. Scroll type no loop tile set. That thing. No parallax background. Don't need that. And I'm gonna put some smaller stuff around it. So where anybody remember which wall we were using?
Nope.
Well, it's easy enough to check, actually.
Remember, I share a memory system with a goldfish.
The sad part of it is the goldfish gets most of it.
Yeah. Sadly, yes.
Right. Okay. It's wire mesh. It's not the same stuff. Oh, it's actually floor tile. pretty sure it's that stuff. Yep. Well, now I have to sketch in the stuff in the front. Now, I know some of you are going to be very entertained with what this is supposed to be. Or going to be expecting some weirdness. Ooh! Stop making any... Yeah, you might want to give that thing a good rebooting there, bud. We'll see how that goes. Actually, Silver,
Yeah.
no, we're not. That's actually good. That's going to be a different sort of thing. No, actually, the circumstance we're dealing with right now is that what I'm doing right now is creating an area that is supposed to be really small and cramped. But it will. But once I get finished in this area, there will be a much bigger area that will actually be quite nice. Because once we get off of this ship, that's what I'm actually doing. Is I'm laying out a small ship. We will be having. We'll be putting it. We'll be putting in. We'll be going from there to a very large. Derelict out in space. How's that sound, Mr. Opal?
Sounds great.
You lie like a rug.
I was going to say, as long as you have the ship design decently reflective of how the icon of the ship is going to look. Because I always find it hilarious where it's like they have a whole bunch of maps of this craft that they're in, and it just makes no sense to the little icon that they have for the place you came out of.
Actually, we're probably not. Honestly, I'm probably not even going to put. I don't have anything of the sort at the moment. I just don't. That's it. Laser barriers. That's a jail door. I need one of these laser barriers in vertical. Connecting bridges. Because this is going to be the only other room on the bridge level, or excuse me, the only other major area on the bridge level. This is going to be mostly food and stuffs. Medicine shelf, yeah, okay. Something tells me I may actually have to wrap this up here. Make the overworld graphic exactly like the interior layout. You know, that's actually not a bad thought. And if I can find a way to do some sort of an auto mapping, that would be brilliant. See, I seem to recall that. Oh, there we go. Neon tubes? No, 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 no. That's not what I. If I wanted that, I just. You know what? You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to get all of my all of the VXA stuff and transplant it. Up to there's a bunch of. I've got some sci-fi based stuff for Ace, but I haven't actually. But I'm not. It's not where I. This isn't where. It's not. I don't have it handy, unfortunately. What I need first is not this. Okay, I know where that is. That's good. Server machine. Ooh, some fun stuff. That's just okay. Robo arm. There's a control panel, which we will put here. You have to be at least mildly artistically inclined to do some of this stuff. We put the bulletin board right here. Well, I thought I had some. Oh, I do. I have television. Let's monitor, large monitor. Let's take one of these. We'll take one of these. Actually, no. Let's do something else first. Undo that and put it here. There we go. Now that I have a mounting device. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, I'm back. I was wondering, can you with the RPG Maker, can you like build a map based off of?
You could do a
I'm not trying to describe it because I ran across some resources to build fractal generated world maps, which seems to make.
Honestly, I can honestly say that I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. That would be if that was a thing, it would be very interesting to see.
Yeah, because if you could if you could just do it, like a translation where certain pixel values relate to different tile, then then I can track down resources for that. Right.
And now we're going to make this look quite a bit more professional. All right. Catch you later there, Rose.
Remember, keep that furry porn collection well hidden.
Dude, try not to get the kid in more trouble than he's already in. All right. Click, click. All right. And your chair needs to be removed. There used to be a delete. There used to be a No. That's not what I want. I need to remove that. What I need to do is remove that chair and put it somewhere else. And I'm gonna do it even if it kills her. Undo. There we go. Now to put the chair back. There. Now we're going to save this. I'll check map number 2. I did in fact use the same ones. Cool. All right.
This does a pretty good job.
And I need
I don't know if this would be
some
useful.
kind of table. We should have tables actually. Where are the tables? Oh, sorry. Ooh, I could just... Well, actually, you know what? Let's do that. And click back over here. Alright. Back here, click there, dump that out. And now I need to find some sort of a frickin' table. Not sure I want to do that either. Wow, all this crap and not one fucking desk. Why am I, or not one fucking actual table? Alright. I'm not sure I can change tile sets here. Add it. Well, that was clever. All right. Oh. Because, of course, there's never enough stuff to do the thing I want to do. Or never the right kind of stuff, I should say. Why aren't there just... What the hell's wrong with just a regular freaking table? That's a podium. Couch in front of the TV. That'll be good. Okay. I still need a fucking table. Wow, guys. No tables. Anywhere.
Oh.
Set what? Which one? Check tab A. Okay. I'll check tab A. Because tab A is usually just stuff. Ah, there are some tables in here. Thank you. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Thank you. Thank you. That appreciates this. Regular tables? What are those? I wouldn't know. Now I need to go back and get a stool. And I think I'll lay dinner out for them. Yeah. Fruit bowl. Just take a plate out in the middle there. And somebody can have some meat. There you go. That'll do it. That's enough to tell them. That's all that really is enough to tell people what the hell that area is supposed to be for. So, I don't actually have any more wall space, but they have their fruit replicators. They've got a critter there they've got a couch there strictly for the purpose of watching the TV, and I made some updates to the interior maps. So, you know what I got to do now? Since I have these two maps, I have to interconnect them, and that'll require something fun. However, that being said, we're kind of, well, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to do this. Okay. I need event mode. Click there. Where am I supposed? Door 2? No. SF door 1. There we go. And I need to move. Transfer player to map 1. I'm going to move them to that spot right there. That's it.
Did you master it yet?
Now, That's not quite what I wanted. That's really not what I wanted anyway. We'll try the slidey door thing. Okay. Apply that. Okay. Transfer player to map 2, right about there. And that takes care of that. Now I can move between the two, although at this point I need to let's copy this one, apply that, and hit OK. Oh, nope, I got it exactly the way. Okay, nope, you can't get to these sections. All right, good enough. So we're going to save it here, and we're going to pop this in and see what happens. What we're actually missing here is the freaking renderer. All right. Let's go ahead and redeploy it. Somehow or another, there's a disagreement between MV and its
Disagreement between MV and what?
NW.js is actually a renderer.
Ah.
For screen rendering. Okay, we know you two work, and this actually looks quite a bit more wrong than it was supposed to. That wasn't supposed to go like that. The hell? Okay, so I have to fix that. That was supposed to be player touch. I forgot to do that. Okay, I cannot move through here. What's actually going to happen? I think what I'm going to do is attach something to the attach events to these little control panels right here, so that if a certain party member isn't along, they can't that the main character can't go in. One of them will be his room, and the others will belong to the other people.
Ah.
Yes, food replicators. And in fact, what I will probably do is generate an event where if you come back here, you can pick up a. You could actually pick up a. You could pick up rations from this. But if I do that, rations will be healing items and will be just ways to get hit points back and not that aren't going to be useful in combat. Say what?
There we go. Oh, sorry, my audio just went on me. Sorry.
Oh, is that what happened? So yeah, what I'll probably do is set up a ration, a way to do set rations as a non-combat healing thing, and then probably use injectables some sort of stim pack equivalent for while you're in combat. And the super stim pack will be even cooler because it'll jumpstart your that shit will jumpstart your heart, you know, in an instant. So even if you get completely messed up, you still have a way to raise you. It's just that super stim packs are going to be kind of thin on the ground.
Mm.
And that's actually a thing I should probably not put into the derelict, because I think that might actually go badly. I think that would actually be a bad. I really do think it would be a bad thing to put in the derelict. All right, I do have to fix that.
I think I might have found another resource. Copy, paste.
I have a question.
What?
I'm going to delete that real quick because somehow or another it didn't do the thing. Well, it's definitely not working. So it looks okay here on the map, but the game itself didn't have those. All right. Oh, it's because there's something. It's because the stuff behind didn't get overwritten. That's why.
Ooh, yeah. But I don't know if you can program in deteriorate effects on.
I'd be willing to bet you could, actually.
Hmm.
I'd be willing to bet that you could.
Probably, I just don't know. I just didn't know.
Honestly, I don't think it would be that difficult to do. I really don't. I think that would actually be pretty easy. When I actually think about it, that could actually be really easy to do.
You have to have some. Oh, well, unless it was like per item. If you had it, like if you took 2 healing potions in a row, that it caused you to have an effect. You need something that would track how many times you used the potion over.
Well, no, I was actually more thinking about putting in a random chance that some medication you pick up on a derelict Space Hulk could wind up being not good anymore.
Yeah. Oh, expiry timers too. Yeah.
What?
Expiry timers. Too.
Yeah. Well, sometimes stuff will remain useful even long after its expiration date, especially if it's been stored properly. And in other cases, that just doesn't work. You know, there are some things you can't do. For example, you can keep insulin in a refrigerator for a year and it will still be okay. After a while, however, even in a refrigerator, it's just going to break down.
Yeah.
The other thing I have to do is set up an event where these two is to alter the events that these two are in, so that they once you talk to them, they like go and they go and follow dude out into the next room, and they probably split, and then split so that they're. And then they split up into their rooms or whatever. You can imagine there's actually going to be a lot of little stuff going on in the first part of the story, because they actually got to get to some places. All right, we're gonna do.
There you two go. I don't know if Silver's found this site, but that last link I posted That's got a lot of goodies in it.
There you go. How about that? That looks better.
Well, I did my best sleuthing. I don't know if I did a good job, but I did my best. What is it? Bloodhounding myself over the internet.
That too. Talk to your party members before you leave, or before you go anywhere. If you want them to go along, and if you don't, then they just stay there.
Mm-hmm. Cat, I can't believe you're this early. Actually, what am I talking about? Of course you'd be this early.
Duh. I was wet. You know what it is? I know it's time to start wrapping up the stream. When when your cat, when you start complaining about your cat showing up.
Yeah.
If actually, you know what I'd like you to do, Silver, if you would be so kind, is to pop some of those. Let's get a list of MV plugins and resources and stuff that are free to use for whatever end we actually need to use them, especially things like scripts, so that we can actually just for everything. I'm actually pretty sure I set this up for side views. No, I'm gonna make. I've got the three right here. Our protagonist and a couple of his friends. Well, a couple of his crewmates. I'm going to put in some more. Unless Yanfly actually made some changes to his licensing, you can't use that for commercial games. But again, I will be the first person to admit that Yanfly has been. I haven't actually checked into Yanfly in a long ass time. Matter of fact, the last time I checked into Yanfly, NV was new. Well. Wait, what? Let me see something here. Which version? Does it say? Yeah, I'll save the changes. Definitely want to save those. I need to. Oh! A newer version of. Great. Okay, so I need to. Apparently, I just grabbed the newest x64 version of nw.js, and I need to check with RPG Maker to make sure that that's. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the desktop here because we're actually getting ready to go, and I need to. Here we go. Unless otherwise stated. I'm not sure what otherwise stated is gonna mean. Herpy derp. Let me go look. That's not what I want. I want this one. And we've actually been doing really well. Let me just check this here. So, has everybody been enjoying watching me flounder my way through this?
Yeah. Even though I've been like hunting for resources, I come back and kind of surprisingly, I've actually kind of enjoyed this. This was kind of nice, you know.
Well, you know, I was actually thinking that it would be really boring for people to watch, so it's why I haven't been doing this kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it says we only got 3 people watching, so probably. But we did have a few people in here.
Well, I'm sure we did. I like the idea of making games. I've always liked the idea of making games, and my apparent inability to really keep things going is what actually resulted in me reviewing games.
Well, hopefully I found some useful links there.
Oh, I'm sure, and I will actually be digging through. I will actually be digging through Yanfly's itch.io. I thought I actually had Yanfly on follow a while back, and apparently not. And you know what? I know a lot of people that actually do this. They do this quite a lot. Let me go ahead and save that out because I can, funnily, somehow or another, I can play this game. You know what? It seems like I can play the game if I export it, but if I try and use the playtester, I can't. A few times a week, that's actually wouldn't be honest with you. It wouldn't be a bad thing if you wanted to come. Hell, for that matter, if you want to come hang out, well, if you want to come over here and hang out, I have no problem I have no problem sitting down and we can just sit and talk game dev. It wouldn't be a problem. It's not a problem for me. I'm completely okay with that thought.
Yeah, that'd be cool if you and Silver got together and did a game dev stream.
Although I think if I'm going to do game dev streams, I might actually. Yeah. We have a lot of games to get through. I'll tell you what, Silver, let's do this. Catch me up here in a couple of hours. Drop me a message on Discord, and I think we could probably get our heads together and set up a story and stuff and do some. Yeah, look at you filling the chat log. And maybe set up a second channel for just for nothing but developing a game. That would be fun. I think that would be enjoyable. Because I've got a bunch of stories, but there's a few places I'm actually lacking in the coding department. Quite a few places, actually. And I'm nowhere near it. I'm not actually an artist. I could if I had to. I just would prefer not to if I don't have to. Kind of wondering why that's like that, though. Probably best if you don't fart your brain out. That could go badly. All right, it's time to save and shut down. Because if Kitty Cat doesn't get her food in the next little while, she's going to be all pissed at us, and I don't want that. So, that and I got some other stuff that I probably should be doing.
Yeah, some cats have learned how to use sniper rifles.
Huh?
Some kitties have managed to learn how to use sniper rifles.
Yeah, farting with brain out generally would be a little on the awkward side. Not to mention the mechanics of that would be very interesting to look at. All right. Still need a desk. Ooh. I've actually got here's the fun part. I've actually got two. I've got one on the right, or one on the left and one on the right. And I've got another one that I want to put in here instead of it. Instead of this like monstrosity I've got, but I need to get things cleared up and done. Sigh. Alrighty then. So, yes, this is this is apparently this particular meme here. I forget exactly where I grabbed it from. I think it was actually our own precious Discord. Link in the description, people, along with all the support options. I don't get shared by YouTube, so if you guys could share around, that would be brilliant. I know, I bored the shit out of every freaking buddy. But I'm gonna go digging around. I'm gonna go through the chat log here a little while and see if I can and have a look and see what we got as far as people that might want games. Give at least one of them away. All right. We check for open. Oh, yeah. Well, no. That's not a bad plan, actually. Let me just grab something. Let me just grab this here. So who is all still here? Crypto is here. Crypto and Silver and Opal. And Rose poofed, but Rose doesn't actually have a proper computer. Well, a tablet. No. Rose has got a tablet and an X-Bone. Herp, derpy, derp, derpy, derp. Main Gun was in earlier. I remember that part. Yeah, I kind of wanted, but yeah, as far as this stream goes, I kind of wanted to do something a little different. All right, outstanding. We'll see what. All I'm gonna say at this point is good luck to you, Silver. But yeah, drop me a line on Discord here a little while, and I'll see if I can. And we'll sit and have a chat. It'll be fun. All right. So, any comments from you, Mr. Opal Dragon? I know you didn't get to see anything really super exciting this time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I also like hunting for things a little bit there too. No, other than just wishing you another happy birthday, that's about it.
Yeah, I hope I survive to the next one, right? Because if I don't, you're going to wind up with the channel and you're going to hate that.
Yep. I agree with Dragon. I'm not sure how you managed to drag me onto the stream anyway, so.
You know what? I don't remember. It's okay. It's okay. I think we're both over it by now. All right, then. So, guess that's it for us. Between now and the next time we see you, then, be safe, be sane.
And let's make game development fun again.
Oh, and stay away from Zoe. Sorry.
Yeah. And EA. Stay away from EA.
Yeah. All right then, folks. A seizure.